Welcome, one and all. We have returned to the Table of K for a little mini session tonight with our players Sam and Fee. After the destruction of Nowhere, which many may remember, there was quite a mess left. Kyle was destroyed in the process thanks to Curtis's choice to put an anti-magic shell on him.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. By all means. And with the anti-magic shell, he was destroyed. Cynthia was on Crystal, and when everything exploded, Crystal disappeared from everyone else's view. In fact, Kay's not even able to find her across the multiverse. So she's either dead or lost in the aether. Or as most people in modern day would say, lost in space.
That's copyrighted.
So, let's start with... Which one of you want to start? Do you want to go with Kyle first or Cynthia? Kyle?
Yep.
Won't let me join the chat. Join the game. Keeps putting on something else.
It shouldn't. That's weird. Get it?
How do? No, I'm trying to exit the app and then.
Please excuse us for just a moment while we go through some technical difficulties and try to figure this out.
There we go.
Yeah, okay,
It
just
worked.
didn't reload.
Alright, you got it all now?
Yep.
Everything copacetic?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, as per request, we'll start with Kyle. So, Kyle, the last thing you remember was Curtis saying to you about how you were failed my perfect brother, if I remember correctly.
Sorry it went this way, my perfect brother. I believe was the exact terminology Curtis used. Before blowing him up.
Then in a flash of bright white light, you find yourself standing in this large, open, blank expanse. And there next to you is a dwarf that you recognize, simply working at a forge. He looks over at you. Well, Kyle, welcome.
My lord.
They done you dirty now, didn't they?
I'm not sure what really happened.
Let me show you a moment. And he proceeds to show you what you knew already, the conversation, what you overheard Xander screaming out to Curtis. You could see Curtis's side of it and what he knew, and what he was told about how you were apparently killing the party and didn't care. And his choice to take you out with Nowhere. You also get to see the destruction of Nowhere, the city that was below it, all the citizens destroyed. He also lets you know that the rest of your party is safe. So, welcome to the afterworld. I would love to say time to relax and be able to spy on the living, but unfortunately, thanks to certain events, I have been commissioned with a new job. And I'm volunteering you to help me out with it. Since you have a better understanding of Magicel than most, I think you'd be the most helpful.
Anything to help you, my lord.
So, he opens up a window, and you can see through the window the shattered remains of Nowhere. And he changes the view slightly, and you see these tendrils of energy that look to be miles wide, that are whipping around like a wire in the breeze with energy arcing off of it. As you're watching, make a perception check for me.
$13.
13. As you're looking out, you can see a planet in the background and an energy line going through it. And as the energy line moves across it, you see the planet shift with it. And as the energy line moves back across it, you see the planet start to crack open. So as you can see there, sir, it's caused quite a bit of damage, and it's going to cause quite a bit more. So we've been hired to create a new hub in order to retether the ley lines down. By someone that you might realize, I know you recognize. And upon completion, he has offered you a contract if you so wish to return to the land of the living and once again work for Toka.
The Toka, then.
Aye. So, I have my initial design here, and he shows you this elaborate design that looks to be about the size of a planet that has 5 tubes coming off of a central point that look to be basically like the barrels of a very simple Magitech rifle. And he explains to proceed to tell you about how he's trying to hopefully lock the ley lines into these anchor points in order to reroute them into the central processor. He expects this to take about 3 years. Do you have any other ideas as to what might be able to make it quicker, since you understand Magicel better than I do?
Should I make a tinker roll?
Sure.
$19.
Jeez. The most complicated part of it seems to be the hub. That's probably going to take a good year, 2 years, maybe 2.5 years in itself to build. The actual anchor channels that you're seeing look to be relatively simple to build. So if there was any way to simplify the central unit, then that would give you a much better time frame, which would be much less destruction across the multiverse.
I mentioned what my observations were in regards to its design.
Any ideas for a different hope?
Can I make an intelligence check?
Sure.
12.
12. At that, I would say you're dealing with a lot of energy here. And more energy than you could even begin to comprehend working with anything that you've done so far. So, with all of that known, who might you know that knows how to deal with higher levels of energy?
Kyle looks at Rodden and says,
I need my Cynthia sheet, not my Hale sheet.
Yeah.
it's there somewhere. Maybe in the stack in the corner, otherwise you have to look.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. May the gods be having your favor.
I just looked down and I was like, wait,
May
this
Marauder
isn't...
bless you.
I looked down and I was like, wait, this isn't Cynthia.
I guess I would suggest that Kyle suggests to Maradin that with the person who wants to sign a contract once we're done with this project, would he have some way to control the amount of electricity and not electricity, I guess the power? Would he have some way aside that he might be able to help us manage the amount of power? There's more power here than we could manage individually, even with your design.
Possibly. Why don't you contact him?
I look around at myself, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm a spirit, right?
Hi.
Can I still connect to the token network?
Try. You see you come up as a ghost account. Literally no name. But you can see your friends. You can't seem to access to contact them directly. But you do see that Kay seems to be open for communication. as well as Moradin.
Before I contact Kay, Kyle asked Moradin exactly how long it's been since everything went down.
It's been 2 days.
Oh. Before I ask for Kay, I have a question. Where's Natalie?
She is safe. He opens up another window, and you can see Natalie is in a well-appointed room, which definitely appears to be Toka-inspired decor, with the dwarf you recognize and his daughter.
Since the dwarf's here, does that mean Curtis went to Lethnor?
Aye. And he shows you Umbrella Building in Lethnor with the entire group sitting outside staring at a obelisk that looks much like the one from Reclaimer Park.
I kind of feel like Heather set that up.
You are truly knowledgeable, sir.
I just know the people that my progenitor hired.
You know how Raven, JJ, said that him and the others gave me lucky dice. Was that for the Merps one, or is that?
Oh no, they didn't actually buy anything off the stream or anything like that for you.
Okay, I was just confused when
No.
writing this.
I don't know either. I don't know if he was talking about mailing it to you or what. So
I don't know either.
yeah, it's hard to say.
I was just asking because I thought you'd know.
No. And they just kind of dropped off the stream after that, so I never got an answer. Anyway, what were we doing? Refresh my memory. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Kyle's just talking to Moradin. Nothing to. He asked about Natalie. He sees Natalie, the dwarf, and her are fine. He then gets shown Lethnor.
Yeah, and the Reclaimer obelisk that's out front. So, you willing to help me out this?
Well,
do you want to try contacting him to see if he has another idea?
No, my questions are answered. I'll contact Kay. He seems the right person to ask. I'll at least be able to point us in the right direction of how power management at this level.
Alright. So, you contact Kay?
Yeah.
Well, hello, my dear dead friend.
Hello, Kay.
How's the afterlife?
Well, appears to be it'll be busy.
Alright, so you're going to help clean up the problem, I take it.
Even in death, I'm still a loyal paladin to Moradin. Moradin's will is law, without question.
That's why I asked Moradin to do it. Always go with the best craftsmanship.
Aye.
So, and I am willing to offer you, if you wish, a contract upon completion to resurrect you in a human or reforged body as you so desire for completion of this.
I'm not disagreeable to that
So long as you're
option.
not against Toka.
Honestly, I still carry inside of me my progenitor's fondness for your company. I understand that was something that was built into me thanks to the mind transfer, but Toka never did me wrong.
Unfortunately, I had to fire your predecessor.
I assumed as much, and he's out in Lethnor if what I was told by Moradin is correct, and honestly, I'm not very surprised if he doesn't feel very guilty over the situation. I do know him pretty well.
He doesn't seem to feel any guilt at all.
Not a damn thing, if I imagine. And
it is how he is. He made his decision and went through it. I may not like it, but I gotta respect it.
I imagine he didn't much hurt Toka in the process. He's not the type to do that, so, but I don't blame you for getting rid of him either.
Oh, but it did.
Side
All
effects.
of our transport systems are now out of whack and need to be recalibrated on a moment-to-moment basis. The stabilization of my plane here is now off of center and being moved around and much further, and I might be detected in places I'm not supposed to be. Yeah, not to mention all the political bullshit I've been dealing with other deities, gods, and other beings who are quite pissed off about the mayhem, and it's already destroyed 3 worlds. Which they're billing me for.
Don't blame you for being upset.
No, it's not been a fun time.
I would imagine so.
So why are you calling?
Actually, so once I started talking to Moradin about the plans for the way lines located at the former location of Nowhere, It appears to be that the design concepts we have some potential, but it might take some time. The suggestion that I wanted to talk to you about is you mentioned that this current location that you're in is being destabilized by the problems caused by Progenitor's actions.
Aye, there are earthquakes all across Mount Celestia, Sigil, all the planes that I can survey.
Is there any chance that with a large amount of power, it would allow you to restabilize your redistribution centers and control the flow a little better?
Need the ley line stabilized first. You cannot stabilize anything upon a stormy sea.
Would there be a potential, possibly, of building up the hub with Toka on top of it, so we could directly feed the way lines into you once we reconnect them, and possibly require your assistance in snagging the way lines out of the ether?
So you want to use my realm as a conduit to process the primal energies of the multiverse. Am I understanding you correct?
If it appears like a safe, good idea for yourself,
Yes or no?
of course. I believe that might be the definition, yes.
Sounds like fun.
Huh.
I haven't done anything interesting like that. I may actually get to step out for a while.
Possible.
That'd be interesting. Without an avatar body. And stretch my own wings and inches.
That's interesting. Mildly horrifying, but interesting.
You've never seen him with wings.
I didn't know what his real body looks like, and that's still the horrifying part. What are you talking about?
So far, all you've seen him is a purple glowing snaky form.
Snaky.
I mean, I feel like if K-Real wanted, he could be one of those world-ending snakes that just develops a planet. Like, I don't know. I'm scared shitless of the guy. Metagame.
Okay.
I was actually saying that.
That sounds very interesting. And would actually give me a reason to shut everything down, take a little vacation, go work on rebuilding, move everything there. Yeah, that could work. Can you create the tether anchors for it?
That was one of the designs that's well pronounced and available, so we should be able to start that immediately.
Well, to move to that location should take me about a week. The quicker that you have those anchor points set up, the quicker we can get those working. And as soon as we have one of them, I'll be able to then figure out how to properly manage the energy flow, and then we can work from there.
Understandable. We'll get to work immediately.
All right, then I will start making arrangements, and I shall meet you there within a week.
All right, thank you, Kay. And the call. Look over at Martin, and
Damn, sir. Good idea.
it seemed like the logical option is specifically the destabilization of the current location of Toka.
That could cut off years of work. So instead of 3 years of destruction of the multiverse, we could go down to maybe even less than a month.
That'd be wonderful.
So, let's get to work on those anchors. Welcome to the Celestial Workshop. If you can imagine it, you can build it. And he proceeds to instruct you on how to summon materials, bend them to your will, and basically create things from force of your intelligence instead of actually with your manual dexterity.
Wow. I get to work.
Fantastic. Cynthia.
Yes.
You watch the world being destroyed below you. You hear Crystal enacting emergency measures. Lane is destabilized.
What does that mean?
Collecting friendly units.
Is Shadow around anywhere?
Yep, Shadow's downstairs.
What's going on, Crystal?
Shadow collected. Sarg collected. Wickraven plus Pet collected. Xavier collected. Now searching for other prospects.
Chris?
Aboleth linked with Xander. You were trying to save him. Collected.
Okay.
Empress
Yeah, she was the very funny bard that you like.
Collected. Is there anyone else? You have 3 seconds. 1, 2.
Mrs. Claus and Krampus?
Searching. Collecting. Mrs. Claus. Krampus. Found. 1 more with DNA signature matching. Cynthia. Crawl. Of night.
Oh, that's Shadow's boyfriend. Can you grab him?
Collected.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Is
2,
Kyle anywhere?
1.
Is
Kyle. Currently within anti-magic shell. Unable to connect.
Fuck. Okay.
And as she says that, everything goes white.
Okay.
You awaken.
Oh no.
You're not sure how long it's been. Everything's dark around you. You see a faint glow come from another section of the room, and you can see the artifact crystals that you had collected are now loose within the cylindrical chamber that was Crystal's main processing unit. Nothing is powered. You see Beep is not powered either over in the corner.
Can I go to the crystals and see if I can put them back in place?
They're sealed within a containment.
There's no door I can open?
No. Remember, it's an extremely sealed magical thing. As you awaken, you hear a soft voice in your head. Good morning. I am glad you are unhurt.
Crystal? Why does your voice sound so weird?
I am not Crystal. That which I once gave trust to apparently wished to kill me. I am truly thankful for you for saving me. It appears I am no longer within my body.
Can I make a roll to see if I could tell who it is?
You hear it coming from all around you.
Just like Crystal would.
Yup. I see that your patron is no longer available either.
Yeah.
Would you wish to make a pact with me until we can find your patron again?
Depends on the terms of the contract.
I seek revenge. Thee who I put my trust into, I must destroy as thee tried to destroy me.
Is that what happened?
Other than that, I don't know. Oh, yes. Oh, you don't know.
No, I seen, like, I was watching the fight one moment and then the next it was all
As
white.
you're saying this, you get a flood of images in your mind and sounds. Everything that happened from Jake's perspective, from Xander's perspective, okay, including his own fear of death, okay, the fact that he knew that it would kill his patron. Remember, the patron, the Aboleth, was psychically linked with Xander the whole time
Oh, God.
and knew everything that Xander knew. Also, you find out that the lake that was frozen, which you didn't even know about until now,
Yeah.
okay, they froze the lake that was his feeding trough, cutting him off from all kinds of... Oh, hi. Nice to see you in the stream, Zach. You called it, Sam. Yeah, so you also find out that the Aboleths were actually his children.
His children?
Yeah,
He was a father?
yeah. The Aboleth that were within the lake were children of the patron that worked with the villagers that everyone ran over and decimated to feed slaves and other creatures that were captured to the lake to feed the Aboleth.
So Xander, my best friend's interest, murdered your children and an entire place?
He murdered my children by what he requested to be done. He may not have done it himself. It was, after all, Curtis that froze the lake with one of his magicel.
Does that mean that he tried to murder me too? Did he not?
And
Did they
then
not
he just-
remember that I was there?
And knowing full well what would happen should the Emperor be destroyed, he teleported in multiple explosives to destroy the Emperor. His daughter is still unconscious in a room downstairs.
Is everyone in here fine? Where's Crystal?
Crystal is currently inactive. Her consciousness is linked to the main drive in the center point, and I will do my best to repair it and have her up as soon as possible. This form is truly wondrous.
I know.
I can move. I've spent the last few thousand years trapped in a bottle, unable to move.
That must be so cramped. I am sorry about that. So how do you like being inside Crystal?
I can stretch.
Yeah.
I can move. I can form the shields to my own will.
As long as it protects anyone in here, I'm good.
Nothing shall hurt anyone in here. You are the ones who saved me. I owe you my existence. All I have will be to serve those who have helped me. A life pact I do make. Do you accept?
Sure. I like stretch my hand out to see if I need to shake anything's hand.
Nope. But you are now linked with two patrons as a warlock.
Oh, great.
One that can't reach you right now because of where you are.
Yeah.
And the other one that's part of your ship at this point.
Yeah.
So he's going to spend some time repairing it. It's going to take a while. You have no idea where you are. Beep wakes up and repowers. Beep, 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 beep. 70%. How can I be of service?
Okay, so do you see the crystal?
Oh, shit. Major damage is found.
Yes. If you see anything on Crystal that needs to be fixed, please fix it. Just do whatever you can.
Beginning repairs. Estimated repair time, 3 weeks.
You know what? That's fair. I don't know how much damage has been done to Crystal.
As you look around, make a perception check.
10.
10. As you're looking around, you've been admiring her for a while. Checking out every single wall, every single corner, because she's pretty. Everything is now dull and lifeless. And you do notice that there are some cracks where there weren't any before. Whatever that explosion was that ended up happening, okay, has definitely done more damage and more of an explosive effect than anything ever registered on Crystal's core.
The gears are turning in Cynthia's head. Just piecing things together. Just thinking, so if this does she know it's an aboleth talking to her?
Yeah.
So if the aboleth was
Who is still unnamed.
being murdered by Jake and
Xander.
Yes, Xander. And Eris, my best friend, was part of it. Do you think that they were meaning to try to kill us, or were they doing it on purpose?
Xander knew that upon calling Curtis, there was a high chance that he would destroy the world. And me along with it.
Eris should have known better.
And he was already plotting to try and purge me from him. Which I don't personally understand, as I only wish to help, in hopes of being freed from my once bottle.
My friend Eris should have known better. Why didn't she say anything? Or
I
even
cannot
Kyle.
say.
Where was Kyle in that situation?
Kyle's been destroyed.
Answers your question.
Kyle is dead. I do not know the status of anyone else from the party. They were teleported out.
Who actually did it? Who murdered everyone?
Curtis, I believe, is the one that did it. I am not positive.
It was Curtis.
Because
That's very disappointing.
Xander told Curtis how Kyle is trying to kill us and doesn't care about us. And when Curtis asked him, "Are you sure?" and "You can't wait," as Xander repeated repeatedly to him, "Now we need help now or we're going to die." We all know Curtis. I'm positive it was him.
I knew that Curtis and Mara were like the most murdery ones of the group. Mara knows a line, I hope now, after what happened. I would think that Curtis wouldn't cross that line like he did.
I can't say. I'm new to dealing with you mortals. It was only in the last 15 years that anyone even was able to remotely reach me.
I mean, the rest of us may be mortals, but there's one immortal on here that you might get along with. She's my mother.
The dwellings within the city did not speak with me. They were blocked from me. It was as per the technology to make sure that I would not be tampered with.
I can't promise you not being tampered with while you're with me.
As long as I can remain in this form, I'm not worried about anyone tampering with me without my permission. As you look over, you see the crystals are floating up and going into their respective points. I can control things.
Can I go looking around the ship for the people that were teleported on?
Down in the storage bay is where you find everyone unconscious.
Are they in a bed?
Nope, they're just laying on the floor, unconscious. You see Krampus, you see Mrs. Claus, you see the Empress, you see Xavier, you see Xavier's girlfriend.
How did she get here?
They were cuddling up. Neither of them are dressed.
Okay.
You see the cuddled up heap of Brawl of Night, Brawler, over in the corner. You see everyone from your list, except for Kyle.
I'm gonna go get Shadow and have her help me drag people into rooms.
It's not even going to take that long. They'll start waking up within a few hours. They're just unconscious currently.
I want to get the naked ones into a room so no one has to see that when they wake up.
Okay. All right, so you're distributing them all into rooms.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to take you about an hour.
Rick dragging it might be hard because she needs to like drag him.
So anything else that you want to do?
Can I check on my communicator to see if I could?
You have no signal.
Oh, well.
You can't reach K. You cannot reach the token network. As you look out, you are in the vast expanse of nothing. You can see faint pinpricks of stars in the distance.
Aboleth, do you know if the air out on the deck is breathable?
I have the shields up and full environment ready.
Okay. Wanted to make sure that I didn't step out the door and then immediately
Sam?
die.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
I asked not during story.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
Okay.
Almost done.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if you go out on deck,
Yes.
it's nothing around you. Pinpricks of stars in the distance. No bodies that you can see. You have no idea where you are.
Cynthia is just gonna sit on the deck and just try to calm herself down because currently she's very pissed off and disappointed in her ex-party mates.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So it's going to take you at least a couple of weeks to get Crystal up and running. And then from there, okay, just to fast forward through it, okay, Crystal and the Aboleth together are able to get Crystal up and running again. Crystal's unable to teleport to any known locations because Crystal cannot connect to the normal ley lines that it connects to in order to be able to do the teleportation, which are the conduits of energy that link all bodies within the multiverse. She cannot determine where you are.
Okay.
So she asks you to basically pick a direction and we'll start moving at fastest rate and see how long until we find something. That's the only piece of advice that they can offer.
Just keep heading north. The way we're going, straight north. I don't know which way we're...
Whichever way we're pointing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there's no sense of direction.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yep, so you're going to be traveling for probably who knows how long.
Just checking. The Aboleth and Crystal are still able to like teleport the food.
Yep.
Like they would before, right? Okay.
You
So I was
also
thinking
have
that would be an issue to try to get food for all the people that I have on the ship
Yep.
now.
Also the Zarg house was transferred over to Crystal with the full plane within it that gives you full access to the plants and animals that were there. Okay. Along the way you do find other planets while you're traveling. So you
Explore.
are able to get more supplies. You can set up little beacons and stuff if you want. But if you want to do anything like that, we can do that as a side campaign later.
Yes.
But I just wanted to do today to just give a little bit of an idea as to what happened with our characters that are dead and missing at this point. So we're doing great today, Ahu. Glad to see you. So I'm going to be stopping this stream in about a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to restart it for open DM chat because I just, like I said, wanted to have this for storyline. All right?
And then
So
I'm going to do my art for his character.
excellent. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. I'm going for a quick cigarette, and I'll be restarting the stream at that point. All right? Thank you all very much, and I shall see you later.